Listen to my story. This may be your last chance. Hi everyone, this is Bucky Bean. I'm very excited about the HD remaster release of Final Fantasy X and X-2 sometime this year. I couldn't help but make this intro, and also a video about my protein cheesecake! Yay! Right, the recipe is on the blog, so for further details, please refer to that. Before we start making the crust, you want to preheat the oven to 325, which is like 165 Celsius. And you also want to take your wet ingredients out because they need to be brought down to room temperature. I'm using a simple cake mix by Pillsbury, 135 grams of it. Added 1 egg and about a quarter cup to half a cup of water, and I'm just mixing it thoroughly. You do not need to use a crust if you do not want to. You can also opt to use a different type, like a crunchier version on a traditional recipe. And here's my 9-inch cake pan. I'm gonna spray it down with nonstick cooking oil. I'm gonna spray the bottom and the sides because after the crust is done baking, we won't have a chance to respray the sides. I am putting in the batter. I'm gonna make sure that it's evenly spread throughout the base of the pan. And I'm just gonna put it in the oven for about 25 minutes. Now, back to the cake mix, the Pillsbury version of it. I checked to see if it's available in Japan, and to the best of my knowledge, it is. And this is the cake mix after 15 minutes. Alright, now we're on to the wet ingredient portion. I am taking 16 ounces of fat-free cream cheese, and I'm going to mix it with a hand mixer until it's creamy. I'm going to add half a cup of truvia baking blend, or any other sweetener you want to use. And then I'm going to splice this with 14 ounces of fat-free Greek yogurt. And once again, I am not anti-fat. It just makes it easy to manage my macros this way. So if you want to use like 2% or full fat, please do. Now I'm adding 2 scoops of whey protein. This is strawberry flavor, and half a cup of non-fat milk. I have used other flavors as well as casein, and they turned out fine, but the strawberry, in my opinion, is the best, and it's totemo oishii, so I highly recommend that over any other flavor. And you can also see that I'm removing the caked up ingredients on the walls of the bowl. You gotta do this like several times in order to get a decent mix. The last ingredient in the wet mix are the eggs. I'm not really sure why, but apparently you don't want to mix too much and too long with the eggs, and you want to mix them one at a time. So as you can see, I just added 1. I'm adding my second egg, and I'm gonna beat it up, but not for long. And then I'm gonna use the spatula to make sure to get the caked up ingredients up the sidewalls and give it a nice clean mix one more time. Alright, this is it for the wet mix. We're going to take this and pour it into the already cooled crust that we made baked earlier. And then it's going to go into the oven for 30 minutes on 325. After which we are going to drop it down to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 93 Celsius, and bake it for another 50 minutes to an hour. So like a total of 90 minutes worth of baking. And after the baking, it's going to come out, and then it's going to cool for about hour and a half, 2 hours. And then you're going to put aluminum foil or saran wrap or something like that, and you're going to stick it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. Now, it may seem like a long time spent waiting just for a cheesecake. I assure you it's nothing compared to the time the Nintendo users had to endure on day 1 of getting their Wii U due to the slow update. And let's face it, we will have a delicious cheesecake after this. Some of those poor souls just got a brick. Now, I took out my cheesecake after 50 minutes, And what that does is it causes the center portion to be a little bit undercooked, a little bit jiggly, and you can see that all that stuff that's sticking on my knife, that's mainly from the center portion. And what I do is I just cut them into 8, just like I did with the protein banana nut bread. So here's just an example of how I prepare a slice of cheesecake. You can use that sugar-free syrup I just showed you, or jam, or strawberry flavored jelly. Just top it with some whipped cream, and it's pretty much good to go. You can, of course, eat it without any of those goodness, and it'll still taste very, very delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed what will most likely be my last cooking video. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, please post it on the blog, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.